Hi guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you who have been here before, hello, glad you could join me. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I hope you enjoy my video and I hope that you will consider liking and subscribing. Today, as I promised, I'm gonna do a whip and chat. I'm still working on Plague Doctor, that's what this is. I'm working on the 310s right now. So got a lot of those going on with this one. He's got a lot of darks. So I have so much stuff that's been going on with me. Wonder what's been going on with you guys. Yeah. Today I was so excited. I was gonna do an unboxing and I just couldn't because I was too excited to look at it, and I wanted to make sure it was okay. The box was crushed, which it was fine. So it was a diamond painting, a custom diamond painting that I got from Paint with Diamonds, and it was of our Coco. And I don't know, like it's double-sided tape or whatever, and I have never worked with double-sided tape. I've been looking up a ton of videos. Yes, even just today, even though I got it just today, I've been looking up a ton of videos on how to work with double-sided tape, the differences between double-sided tape and port glue, yada, yada, yada. And to be honest, I'm a little worried, but I probably shouldn't be. It looks pretty straightforward. It sounds like the biggest difference between, well, I shouldn't say the biggest difference, but kind of, how do I say this? Like the biggest maybe problem would be a good word, is that you get like runs or, what did they call them? Rivers in the canvas. So I watched this video. It's a gentleman, his name is Jim something. I can't remember his channel, but his name's Jim. And basically what he was doing was he takes his canvas and completely takes the paper off and looks for any of the rivers, valleys, whatever they're called. And then he will use a craft knife. This is pretty much what everybody does. So I'm not just like, oh, he came up with this. I'm just saying I, came across this video. Everybody else was pretty much saying the same thing. And so you just kind of take a craft knife and to get the air bubbles out. And then what he did was then he just put release paper over it. So right now I have Coco right over here on the other side of the table. And I've taped the four corners of the canvas down so that she's flat and that she'll flatten out even more, hopefully. She's pretty flat though. So, oops. She's pretty flat, but I only found one river, and the thing I'm confused about is some people were saying based on the humidity, or even just having it out, that you could develop more of those just by it sitting. Gosh, I hope that's not true. Yeah, but I guess I would just do the same thing, right? I would just cut the rivers or the bubbles and do that. I did see somebody iron their canvas. Did I do this upside down? Iron their canvas. So yeah, I don't know if that's okay or what. They did it with a really low temperature iron after they had poked holes in the bubbles to let the air out, and then they ironed it and kind of pushed down really hard on the back of the canvas. So this will be interesting. It's also a square painting. So not only have I not ever worked with a double-sided canvas, I have never worked with square drills. So that's how new I am. I'm just super new. Like I haven't worked with them. So I've also been watching videos on those about how you do the checkerboard pattern, that type of thing. And so I think I'm going to go with that. I don't know when I'm going to be done with this plague doctor. When I finish this section, it's like just from here to here, I will be halfway done with him. So he's quite the painting. But I have been working on the other ones. So I finished the thin blue line. I will show that to you guys in another video. It turned out really well. So yeah, I'm really happy with it, even though it was a very inexpensive canvas. It really came out well. I think I'm gonna frame it. I was gonna give it to my son and he was like, yeah, sure, Mom, I'll take it. And I kind of got the feeling that maybe he didn't want it because he honestly, but to his defense, he said, I'm not sure, you know, where I would put it. He doesn't have much room in his place. So I asked him, I said, well, do you think that I could keep this? Do you think that's okay? He's like, oh no, sure, that's fine. So I think I'm gonna frame it. I actually already bought frames for it from Amazon, off of Amazon. It's a 9.5 by like 13 3/4. So I just ended up getting 10 by 14 frames, which should be fine. That should work just fine. So yeah, that'll get framed. And then I'm working on Day of the Dead, which is the one I showed you guys with the girl kissing the skeleton that I just named Halloween. I've renamed her. It's just Day of the Dead is what I'm going to call it. Boy, how did these get so screwed up? So yeah, I've been working on her and and honestly, the only reason why I started working on her was because remember when I was kitting her up and I was coming across like every color, there was just so little drills. And I hope you guys can see this okay. There were so few drills. And so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna do the letter P because that was the one that had, it seemed like that was the most that was on there. And I'm like, I'm just gonna do that one. And if there's enough drills, then I'm not gonna panic anymore. So I ended up doing that and it worked out fine. I had just enough, I had a little bit extra, not too much, but it was plenty. So I was like, okay, well, I guess it's fine then. Yeah, everything worked out good. So I've just continued to work on her. But now that I have Coco's picture, let me just use this corrector real quick. Now that I have Coco, yeah, I'm weird. I use my corrector like this. I'm really excited to start working on her. So I'm like, well, gosh, should I just keep her on the other side of the table and like, work on her and the plague doctor at the same time? I mean, my gosh, talk about, you know, a little bit much to bite off, right? So maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should just stay cool, stay calm, and just do one at a time, one big painting at a time, Rami. Let's just do that. Yeah, I'm just really excited about it. And I'm, like I said, the only concern that I would have with the Coco painting is that a couple of people said the longer you wait, the more rivers and stuff. Like so if I frame that, like let's say I finished the whole thing and then I framed it, like, so there's diamonds on it, let's say, obviously, because I'm framing it. Does that mean that it could potentially sitting in the frame, that it could potentially like bubble up on me or like warp on me or whatever you want to call it? I hope not. One person said that once you put the diamonds on it, you're pretty much good to go, that it won't do that. So So what I'm kind of hoping for is that, you know, that won't happen. I don't even know if you guys can see this. Maybe I should do a different color because I feel like my hand is in the way over here when I'm doing that. Let's pick a different color. This is of course 310s. So let's put this back in here. So today is my Monday. I totally forgot to talk to you guys about July 4th. I know it's been a while now, but I totally forgot to talk to you guys about that. I wanted to know how your guys' July 4th was, and I wanted to tell you about mine because it kind of, it kind of was okay, but not really. So my son bought all these fireworks, and we ate dinner and everything, and then it was, you know, he really wanted to like start the fireworks. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of L's and I'm seeing a lot of letter P's. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm feeling the letter L. The letter L is number 413. So let me grab that real quick. So we ate dinner. And you know how on like holidays, you make extra stuff. So stuff that you normally wouldn't make, right? Why did I put this in here? Stuff that you normally wouldn't make. So for example, you know, you kind of indulge, right? So I found these really cute crackers that were, they were shaped like the American flag. They were so cute. And I was like, oh, you know, I got to get these. And then I wanted to make my spinach dip. You guys know I'm vegan, but I make this really good spinach dip. Like everybody loves it. It's basically, if you want to know what it is, not that you would, but if you do, it's just basically wilted spinach. You just cook the spinach, and it is vegan cream cheese and vegan mayonnaise, and then what else is in there? I forget. But there's one other thing in there. If you want to know, just put a comment down below and I'll let you know. It's a really good recipe. So with that, we got French bread. Okay, so we had French bread to use for the spinach dip, and then we had crackers. Oh, and I made, so we made onion soup mix. So everybody had their sour cream with the French onion soup mix, and then I made my own. I was jealous, so I'm like, I'm determined to make my own. So I made my own, and so I was using the crackers for that. This is important. The cracker and bread thing is really important. I'm getting to it, so just bear with me. So then we also had hamburgers and hot dogs. Well, I chose only to have a hot dog. It's a vegan dog, but I chose just to have a hot dog, which has a bun, a normal, regular hot dog bun. And so, you know, we're just sitting around, we're talking, we're eating, you know, we're having a good time and everything. And, oh, and I was drinking beer. Okay. This is all important. And, so it was time to do the fireworks, and Coco is absolutely terrified of fireworks, which I know a lot of dogs are. Our goats just, they freak out. It's so sad. Like, they'll run into the walls of their barn and stuff because they're so scared. They'll try to like literally climb the walls of the barn. And there's really nothing I can do other than to comfort them. So it's really sad. But anyway, so it was time to light off the fireworks. Everybody had been here for hours, you know, stomachs are kind of settling from all the food and everything. Oh, and I made this dessert, but I didn't eat any. So anyway, it was time to light off the fireworks. And I'm like, I don't feel very good. And I hadn't I had maybe had 4 beers. So for me, that's normal. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I think I had 4 beers. And I'm like, man, I really don't feel good. And I'm like, I really don't feel good. Not like I was gonna, well, yeah, I was nauseated. And I'm like, what's going on with me? Like, what happened? And so I'm like, I need to lay on the couch for a little bit. And so everybody's like, okay, you know, just come out when you feel better, because they were going out to the basketball court to light off fireworks. And I'm like, okay. So can you guys see what I'm doing? Okay, yeah. So you can see right here, right? Yeah, kind of. Can you right here? Yeah. So, just come out when you feel better. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I will. You know, I just need to lay down. And it kind of was cool because Coco was scared anyway. So we were underneath a blanket, even though it was 90 flipping degrees outside. It wasn't 90, but it was just hot. And so like, it's not going away. I'm not feeling any better. My stomach's just killing me. Like, I feel like I'm gonna get sick. I'm so uncomfortable. Like, every part of my body hurt. I was like, what is, like, everybody else feels fine. So it's not like food or anything like that related. And so I'm laying there. My daughter comes in. She comes in and checks on me. And I'm like, I'm okay. I'm like, as soon as I feel better, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna come out there. And I can hear them lighting off the fireworks and stuff. And I'm like, you know, missing out. And I just felt horrible. I couldn't figure out what it was. Well, I missed all of the fireworks. Just let me get to the end of the story. I missed all of the fireworks. We have a camera that faces that direction, so I could see. I moved my body to where I could see the fireworks going off through the camera, but yeah, I missed all of them. And so the kids come in and, you know, they're ready to leave and everything. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't know what's going on with me. So they left and I'm still not feeling good. And it's like really late at night. So I took some ibuprofen because not only did I feel sick to my stomach, but I felt like just like there was something wrong with my whole body. And so I went to bed, finally fell asleep, and the next day I felt so much better. And I was talking to my husband about it, and he's like, well, what do you think it was? Like, what do you think happened? And I'm like, honey, I don't know. Like, I can't figure out what's going on. Like, why was I feeling so crappy? Well, Rainy, I've told you guys this before in other videos, but I have celiac disease. I know this very well. But from time to time, I will have like some bread or something, and I know that I'm going to pay for it, but I do it anyway. Well, what did I do on 4th of July? I had crackers, bread, a hot dog bun, and beer, all of which have gluten in them. Every single one. Gluten, 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 gluten. My body was just reacting to the gluten. And I, for some reason, in my mind, I was just like, I ate something that was bad. All of a sudden, I'm getting sick. Because you guys know that I just recently got over COVID. I still can't smell or taste very well, but I'm technically over it. So yeah, it's not fun to have a gluten intolerance. It is no joke. So learn my lesson. Yeah, no more gluten for me. I always say that, and then it's like, isn't like bread so addictive? Like we joke about this all the time. You have bread? You have bread here? It's like, oh, bread is so good. Okay, and you guys can see this, right? Yeah, and are you going to be able to see this. Wait, where is my, can you see this? No, you can't. Okay, hold on a second. Maybe I should have done that in the first place. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm bumping you with my lamp. Okay, so you can see this. Can you see this? No, what the heck? Okay, I gotta go this way. How about that? Can you see this now? Where's my hand? Right here. Yes, I have to look at my phone in such a peculiar way. So yeah, no more gluten. But yeah, that was my 4th. How was your guys' 4th? Can you see this? Yeah. What'd you guys do? I really want to know. Leave it in the comments. Tell me what you did. Did you guys have anything fun happen? I hope you didn't have anything bad happen. I know there's so many things that go on July 4th, and it's scary, scary. Fireworks actually scare me. I'm just going to be honest. I get really freaked out by fireworks. And you know what it is? It's not the explosions. It's not anything like that. I'm scared that something's going to catch on fire. I'm always scared that something's going to catch on fire from the fireworks. And I feel like that's a legitimate fear, you know, honestly. I mean, especially when it's, can you see this right here? Right there. Yeah, okay. You're going to have to deal with me and keep asking you that, because if I'm doing a video and you can't see what I'm doing, it's going to be irritating to you guys. And I would rather keep looking and asking rather than do a whole video and you guys can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm always scared something's going to catch on fire. I don't know where that fear came from, but it's like stuff lands in trees and stuff like that. And I always hope for rain around, not on 4th of July, but like around 4th of July, like before, maybe the day before it'll rain like really good. That would be perfect. And I'm sticking my tray in we'll just stick with this area because I'm almost done with it. But yeah, let me know what you guys did. Honestly, let me know. What did you eat? Did you eat gluten? Oh my gosh. Ugh. There could be worse things, right? You have to be thankful. I try to be thankful every day about something. I try to think about something that makes me thankful. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to find something to be thankful for, isn't it? And then when you do, you're just like, oh, yep, I'm thankful for that. Anyway, so yeah, July 4th, and then let's see what else. I told you guys I've been working, what projects I've been working on. We had a kind of a busy Sunday yesterday. So I had to mow the yard, and my husband did a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to think what it was, but he did a bunch of stuff. He had to change the valve cover on his car. So he did that. We bought so much stuff from Temu. I don't even want to talk about it. Oh my gosh. He found out about Temu now, and now he's like, well, I want to get stuff from Temu. And so he was on his phone looking at Temu stuff yesterday. Oh my gosh. I swear it's an addiction. You guys, I bought so many diamond paintings yesterday. I can't wait to unbox them. I don't even feel bad. So anyway, we did that. And then the boys, my son helped my husband move the goats. We have this, so I don't know if you guys probably know this, but goats are excellent at getting rid of blackberries. You can actually rent goats. Okay, any more L's in this area? I see 0. So oh, you know what? There's one stinking little L right here. trying to hide from me. This drill does not belong in here. Goats are really awesome at getting like permanently getting rid of blackberry bushes, and I'll tell you how that's done, why it's permanent, and how come you're like, well, how come they don't just grow back after the goats leave? So this is maybe a little bit too much TMI, but people rent goats, and the owner will, you know, check out the site, see if there's any poisonous plants or anything like that. And then they fence in the goats, and then they stay like in a trailer or something like that on the property because they want to safeguard their goats, obviously. Can you guys see right here? Yes. And right here. Okay. And the goats will just go at it. Usually the people have like a lot of goats. So they'll have, you know, a herd of, you know, probably 30, 40 goats, depending on the size. At one point I had thought about maybe renting my goats out, but then I realized I'd have to stay at the person's property, and you know, I don't have like a trailer to haul my goats. So they're, you know, I would have to like purchase a trailer and all this kind of stuff. So I decided no. But so what goats do is they get in there, and goats have teeth on the bottom of their mouth, in the front and in the back, just like us, similar, where we have teeth on the bottom of our mouth. But on the top part of their mouth, they have a plate, literally a plate. They have no teeth on the upper part of their mouths. It's just a plate. And what that does is when they're eating the blackberry bushes, okay, whether there's berries on them or not, instead of chewing per se the blackberries and pooping them out, they are crushing the blackberry plants. And in turn, they are also crushing the berries, which have the seeds in them. So typically blackberries will they get out of control, but typically it'll be something like this. A bird will eat a blackberry, and then it will fly around and poop on your freaking car. No, it'll poop in the woods or whatever. And the seeds from the blackberries come out. They're not crushed. The bird literally just swallowed the blackberry. And I know you're thinking, well, wouldn't it digest the seeds? No, they don't. So the reason why goats can permanently remove blackberries, to an extent, I mean, like not to an extent, actually. All of our blackberries are almost gone from the areas that we've had our goats in. So we have this area behind where the goats are located. They have a couple of different pens, but the pen that they're in right now, there's this huge patch of blackberries, and we've been meaning to get this handled under control, and it got so out of control. So the boys went out. Can you see this right here? Yes, you can. The boys went out and they made a temporary pen for the girls. It actually turned out really, really nice. They've got their water, they've got their minerals, and they are just going at it with these blackberries. Goats also love blackberry bushes. It's so weird to see them eat it because they're so thorny. And when we first got goats, I didn't believe it. I was like, there's no way. Look at these blackberry vines. Like, how could a goat get through this? Like, wouldn't it just chew up their mouth? Nope, they just munch it away. Munch away on it. So it's awesome. And goats also love nettles. But ours are being stinkers and they're not eating the nettles. So we currently have a nettle forest. We have so many nettles in their pen. I don't know why they're not eating them, but they're just like, nope, we're gonna be picky. It's another thing about goats. They can be very picky, very picky. I know you're thinking, but don't they eat everything? No, they don't. But they can be really picky. So yeah, did that. What else? I don't know. We spent some time together as a family, just kind of hanging out. It was just my husband, my son, and I, but we just kind of hung out together and just kind of relaxed besides doing the other stuff. The grass barely needed to be mowed. Wow, am I done with the owls? The grass barely needed to be mowed. It's been so hot. Let's see, where does this end? Can you guys see if I do this area? Yeah, you can. Okay, because there are some owls right there. It's been so dry. It finally rained last night, which is nice. We needed the rain. Our grass is, oops, our grass is all yellow and stuff, brown. We don't care about that kind of stuff though. We don't, oh my gosh, if we had to like fertilize our lawn, no. Nope. Not gonna happen. When I finish this section right here, I will be halfway done with him. Did I already say that? I repeat myself sometimes. So, do you guys want to do our questions? I found some. I love doing the questions. I think it's fun. I'm trying to think if there was anything else like worth telling you guys about, because I don't want to bore you with like boring things. Well, I will tell you this. You know, I told you guys that we have a lot of wildlife out here, and we do. And what happens is the wildlife goes in cycles. Okay, you're just going to pick up two. The wildlife goes in cycles, and what I mean by that is 1 year we will have a ton of coyotes running through here. They'll just be here constantly. Bunch of coyotes. And that might go on for a year, it might go on for 2 years, just nothing but coyotes. And then all of a sudden, it's like they're gone. They've moved on to another area. Well, the reason why they do that is because of their prey. So they'll work an area, they'll eat a bunch of the prey, which is normally rabbits, and then they'll move on to another area, which, man, it's like, you know, they're replenishing the area. Well, this year I only had a couple of encounters with coyotes, but they are not here. And we have had so many rabbits, you guys. There's so many rabbits. I think I told you that the rabbits are eating my garden, my beets, my broccoli. Like they're eating. I don't even know how they're doing it either, because we've got the garden, like there's like a cage, like a caging over it. So somehow the little baby ones, I think, are getting through. And so, yeah, oh, I was so irritated. You know, you spend so much time on your garden. Usually it's the slugs, right, that get your garden. Nope, it's rabbits this year. So, don't know where those coyotes are. They're missing out. There's bunnies everywhere. Okay, can you see this? You might not be able to see this area. Let me see. From, oh, it doesn't go that far. It just goes to here. Can you see this right here? Yeah. So yeah, there's that. There's that going on. We got a ton of bunnies. I mean, they're literally everywhere. Angel's constantly barking, which gets Coco barking. So, yeah. Not fun. See, I'm practicing with my multi-placing, you guys. I'm sorry if this is bothering you. I am practicing. I'm trying to do good. And you can see I only have a number 4 placer. I tried the 7. I was doing okay with that one, but not really. So I went back to the 4 just to see if I could do a little bit better job. And I do, oh, Nope, that one's underneath the, okay, here we got this one. Okay, we're gonna move on to the letter P because I am out of letter L's now in this section. Wait a second. Okay, there's a couple right here. You guys see right here? Yeah. So yeah, lots of rabbits. I guess if people liked rabbits or liked eating them, they would have a lot of rabbits to eat. I'll tell you that. Ugh. Anyway. So yeah, I thought I would move on to the questions. Got a couple of those. You guys need to comment on my videos and tell me like what you want to see or hear, or if you like my videos, or if you're like, hey, don't do that anymore, or I might listen to you depending on what it is. Yeah. Okay, as soon as I switch colors, we'll go on to the questions. I've got a couple good ones. I think they're pretty good. I like this tray. It's nice and big. Okay, putting away 413, letter L. I also notice with the multi-placers, I tend to get like glue stuck on the drills or in the tray. I don't know if it's just something I'm doing that's not correct, which probably is because, like I said, I'm so new to it. So, okay. Letter P's. And can you see here? Yes. And you can see here, you can see all of this. Okay. What number is letter P? Let's see. 37.99. Okay. Whoa, I opened it. Okay, let's get this in here. I have to open my bag and get more out of my bag. Just a second. You guys, I have to show you my garbage can that I got for the drills. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm telling you, it is so, hold on, I'm just getting the drills out. So $37.99. Sorry, I didn't mean to like not show you this. Yeah, I'll show you my garbage can here in just a second. Oh, so sorry. Okay, let's get these in here. $37.99. There's a fly in here, it's bothering me. It's like, why don't you go to another room? I've had the door open like all weekend, our back door open all weekend. We don't have a screen on it. So yeah, there's gonna be flies that come into the house. Okay, there we go. Okay, here's some garbage. Are you ready? Oh my gosh, I hope I can show you this. You guys, You guys, stop. Stop. Stop it. Look at this. It's a diamond garbage can. Are you just, oh my gosh. I saw this. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. There's still some of the packaging stuff. I haven't even used it yet. Look. In it goes. This part comes off to the lid. Are you just, so they had gold or black, and I think they had red. I can't remember what the other color was. This was on Amazon. And my husband saw it, and it's supposed to be for your car, actually, for like a cup holder. I just flippin' love it. I saw it and I was like, I have to have that garbage can. Isn't it funny, the things that we want and get excited about? So excited about a garbage can. Okay, I've got the color in there. Just do a quick shaky, and then I'll get to the questions. Oh, comment down below what you guys are working on too. What diamond painting are you working on? I hope you're working on it right now while you're listening to me. Because, you know, you kind of don't need to see what I'm doing, but for those of you who do, that's awesome. Okay, so our first question is, if I can reach it, would you rather be extremely successful professionally and have a tolerable yet unexciting private life, or have an extremely happy private life and only a tolerable and uninspiring professional life? Duh. Sorry, that question was like easy to answer for me. I would rather have a happy personal life. Why would I want to be, well, I guess if you wanted to be rich, like if you were somebody who's like, oh, no, I want to be like super rich, that type of thing, then I can see why you would be. Look at my wax. Isn't that sad? If you were somebody who just really wanted money, I guess, and you just didn't care about your personal life, what kind of question is that? What would you guys pick? Personal life. Definitely. I mean, why would I care about, I don't know. Like I said, maybe some people would pick a professional life, you know? I mean, does that include like friends though too? Like, so you're just completely miserable in your life except for your job? Because that would suck. That would, I don't know why anybody would choose that. Well, I can think of a few billionaires who probably would, but we won't mention their names. Isn't it weird, you guys? Can I just real quick on a tangent here? If you were a billionaire, okay, with a B, if you were a billionaire, would you like continue working and like, you know, come up with new projects to do and like become politically involved in things and, you know, would you do that kind of stuff? Like if I was a billionaire, I've never been able to figure this out. If I was a billionaire, okay, or even a multimillionaire, I would be relaxing. I would have just not a super fancy house. I would have, because honestly, it's just my husband and I. So, I mean, I wouldn't have like this massive house. But I would definitely live a very comfortable life because I would want to gift the rest to my kids. But I wouldn't be out like trying to like do a bunch of other things. I just don't understand it. My husband and I have talked about this before with people that have millions or billions of dollars, and it's just so strange how they just continue to want more. And he was saying it's almost like an addiction. You know, it's almost like you know how like people who gamble and stuff like that, it's almost like that. It's almost like they're literally addicted to the thrill or the money, maybe making the money. They're thrilled about that or something. Because it just doesn't, well, okay, let me put it this way. It doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't mean it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me personally. So let me know what you guys would do. What would you do? Would you rather have a extraordinary, happy private life or work life? You know, but I look at these billionaires and I'm like, I swear, they pick the work. They pick the work. It's so weird. Like, can't just go relax, buy a boat. Jeez. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Okay, next one. Okay, this is a good one. Would you be willing to become extremely ugly physically if it meant you would live for 1,000 years at any physical age you chose? So I'm going to read that one more time. Would you be willing to become extremely ugly physically if it meant you would live for 1,000 years at any physical age you choose? And this is a two-part question. So, gosh. Would I, if I had to become extremely ugly, what if I'm already ugly? I'm just kidding. Become extremely ugly physically if it meant I would live for that. Okay, just real quick. I don't know if I would want to live for 1,000 years. Okay, I'm just saying. I don't know about that. That's a long flipping time. Ugh. Have you ever thought about, like, let's say you could live for 1,000 years. Okay, let's say you were born today. Well, wait. Would you already be like my age? And then you'd live for 1,000 years? So I could be like, I could live until 3023? Okay, that's just insane. But I've never heard of anybody talk about this. So like becoming a vampire or whatever, and like you live forever. But what if the world ends? And you're still living? Like what? Has anybody thought about that before? Okay, yeah, you live for 1,000 years, but like the whole world's gone. Like, I don't know what happened, a meteorite or something, crashes into the planet. You're still alive? Like, you can't die? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Now I'm getting too deep into it. Would I do that? I'm gonna be honest, you guys. I'm kind of, I wouldn't want to live for 1,000 years. Is the main thing. I also wouldn't want to become, I don't know what extremely ugly means, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Am I right? Am I right? So you probably would, have somebody who would, be attracted to you no matter what. But, yeah, I don't want to live for 1,000 years. I don't want to, I mean, I say that now, but I don't want to live for 1,000 years. But wouldn't it be cool to see what the planet looked like in 1,000 years? Like, are humans still going to be around, do you think, in 1,000 years? Is that a ridiculous question? I don't know. What do you think? Are we going to be around in 1,000 years? I don't know. I don't know. I can't see into the future. Yeah, but that would be interesting though. How would you, like, what if a meteorite or like a solar storm? I know there's been solar storms lately. Jeez. I know Alaska, what was this, a month ago? Did you guys hear about this? Alaska, their entire internet system went out. I don't know for how long, but I think it was because of a solar storm, or they were trying to figure out what happened. And then in Texas, a bunch, like millions of people lost their power. And again, I think it was because of a solar storm or something. I don't know what's going on with the sun, but I think we're in a busy, active season of the sun. Like the sun is going through a cycle or something. Don't quote me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. So yeah, my answer would be no. Nope. I don't want to live 1,000 years. And like I said, ugly is in the eye of the beholder. So that's kind of a weird question. Okay. Oh, I said there was a part 2 to this. So hold on. The part 2 is, gotta get the page here. How much are you affected by a person's physical appearance? How would it change your life if something happened to make you much less attractive than you are? How much am I affected by a person's physical appearance? If they're a professional, I'm going to go like with a doctor. There's some L's I missed right there, 413. Let's say you're a doctor, okay? I don't want to go in and see a doctor who is like disheveled, or, oh, we're talking about personal, I don't know. It wouldn't bother me. I mean, I was thinking like disheveled and stuff like that, but physical appearance, I don't care. I don't care what my doctor looks like. I just want him to listen to me. I don't care. Why are there so many drills that I dropped here when I was shaking around? You guys were probably like, hey, quit your shaking. Okay, we got these L's here. yeah, I don't care. I really don't. Don't care. Long hair. Sorry if you can hear that. That's Coco. She's cleaning herself. She must be really dirty. She's been outside a lot today. And yesterday. Oh my gosh, yesterday was sunny. She was outside all day long. She was like, she did not want to come in at all. So we were all out in the breezeway for most of the day while she laid in the sun, in the grass. Come on, flip over for me. Flip over for me. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I don't care about the personal appearance thing. I just don't. I don't really, I guess I'm not really paying that much attention. Maybe if I was single, like a young single person, no kids, you know, that kind of thing. Of course, then I'm going to be like, oh, you know, this person's attractive or whatever. But yeah, I don't really care about that kind of stuff. I just don't. Don't care. Don't care. Long hair. Okay. Oh yeah, this is a good one. If at birth you could select the profession your child would eventually pursue, would you do so? I know a lot of parents that do that. Would you guys do that? I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying. I know a lot of people, a lot of parents do that. My daughter has a friend whose parents were adamant that their daughter go into a specific profession, and she did not want to do that. And there was a huge, like, I mean, oh, it was nasty. I don't want to go too much into it because I don't, you know, it was just really bad. It was really bad. Like, basically she got kicked out when she was 18, and luckily she, yeah, it was bad. And it's sad to me. If I could pick at birth, if I could select the profession my child would eventually pursue, would you do so? Okay, well, okay, here's what it's not asking, right? Because I always kind of look at it from a different perspective. Sure, I would. Sure. I'd be like, yeah, I want you to do this. But here's the thing. They don't have to do it. It's not saying, are you going to force them into doing something that they don't want to do? Yeah, I would be like, oh, you know, I aspire my son or my daughter to do this, or I aspire for them to do this. I've always told my kids that I don't care what they want to do for a profession. If they want to pick up garbage from the side of the streets, and, you know, and do that, I don't care. All I care about is that they're happy. I just want them to be happy. So yeah, sure, I could aspire for them to do something, but, you know, in the end, it doesn't matter. What matters is their happiness, you know. You don't want a miserable child their whole life. That's not healthy. I wanted my son to become a police officer because he wanted it so badly. So we did everything we could to support that. And he ended up not becoming a police officer. And I was shocked at my reaction because ever since he was 5, he had wanted to be a police officer. So we went through the academies. I told you guys this in another video. We went through everything. I mean, we went through everything. Got all the stuff. I mean, we did it all. And when he was like, nope, I don't want to do it now because of the climate in the United States right now. It's just, you know, everybody hates the police, and so he is like the kindest, nicest person ever, and he would have made such a good police officer. He really would have. He would have helped his community. That's what he was all about. That was his favorite thing about being an explorer, and doing all of that was that he got to be part of the community. So like they would do the Santa thing and just National Night Out and everything. And he loved helping people. So anyway, when he said, I don't want to become a police officer, I'm going to go and work for the city, I was like, okay. And it just shocked me because I was like so set on him becoming a police officer, and I was so proud of him. I still am proud of him. I don't mean that. I'm extremely proud of my son. He has such a good job for his age. Oh my gosh. He's going to be set. He is going to be set. Wish I would have known when I was his age to get into a job like he has. He's just got an awesome job and he's good at it. And he gets along with the people that work there. So it's awesome. You guys can see this, right? Right here. Yeah. Yeah. So would you choose your child's profession at birth? At birth. So they're born and you're like, you are going to be a doctor. You are going to be a lawyer. You're going to be a fill in the blank. And then would you force them? Like, do you guys have kids and they chose a profession and you're just like, oh my gosh, I love my child so much, but I really wish that they weren't doing this fill in the blank type of work because of whatever reason. It could be for very legitimate reasons, but have you experienced that? My whole family works for the city. They all work for different cities, though. It's funny. My daughter works for the city. My son works for the city. My husband works for the city. Yeah, all city employees. So, and for all different cities. It's pretty funny. Okay. And meanwhile, I'm just retired at home diamond painting with Coco. Of course. With my baby. Oh, that's what else I wanted you guys to do. I wanted you guys to comment down below if you guys have any pets and what their names are and how old they are. I love hearing about people's pets. I love it. I watch like animal videos all the time on YouTube. There's so many cat ones, isn't there? Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness, we have so many letter P's. Let's see. Right here, can you see this? Yes, okay. Okay, I think it's time for the next question. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, if you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one ability or quality, what would it be? Dang. If I could wake up tomorrow having gained any one ability or quality, what would it be? Ooh, so what would be more on my list? Ability or quality? Because, man, I could be like maybe I could be more compassionate towards people, or maybe I could be more charismatic, or I could be more empathetic. So there's qualities, but like ability, flip. What if I could become invisible? Is that like what they're talking? I mean, they're probably not counting that, but like, okay, first of all, off topic maybe, but superpower, yeah, invisibility, that's me. What's your superpower? I want to be invisible. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to be invisible. That would be super cool. There's so many benefits to being invisible. People just don't know you're there. You can sit there and listen to their conversations. you could, you know, anything. You're invisible. What's your guys' superpower? Okay, let's get back to this. Quality or ability? Man, I think I might want an ability. Maybe the ability to solve problems really quickly, or like somebody who could like just see something for what it is and immediately have like an idea of how to fix it or solve it. Like, because that could be implemented in so many different ways. So maybe, for example, if I have that ability to solve problems quickly or efficiently, maybe I could solve world hunger or something like that, because it would, do you know what I mean? It would have far-reaching implications to it, because if I'm able to solve problems quickly and efficiently, then potentially I could solve world hunger, or, you know, all kinds of things. Don't even talk about the cough. Maybe I could have solved that. So yeah, I think that would be my ability. I don't know, there's so many, but yeah, I think so. I think it would be problem solving, because that's a big one, you know, that reaches across so many different areas, I think. What would your guys' be? Would you pick a quality or an ability? I want to hear. Put it down in the comments. Come on, you can do it. Put it down in the comments. I want to hear. I don't diamond paint very fast, do I? It's okay. Still learning. Especially with these multiplacers. I don't know, I feel like I'm still doing it wrong. I mean, it's kind of good. I go back over it with the corrector too. And I know I'm supposed to put the corrector on my pen, but oh, you guys, I was getting ready to do this video. Let me see if I can reach it. I'm so sad, you guys. So I was getting ready to do this video and I was setting my pens up and stuff. Look at my pen. It rolled off of the table and I heard crack and my multiplacer went flying. Look at it. It's totally broken. Like, and there's no way to fix it, I don't think. Because, yeah, it's not even, maybe it does go together still. But I'm so sad. I really like this pen. I just bought it, too, from Diamond Art Club. I've only had it for a very short period of time. That's why I'm using this blue pen, which is fine. I like the blue pen. I purchased the blue pen. But, yeah, I was so sad that I broke my pen. Because I only have 3 pens. So now I'm down to the pink one and a blue one. I might have to get another one. Darn. No, I didn't do it on purpose. Honey, I broke my pen. I need a new one. Darn. No, I really did like that pen. It just made such a horrible sound when it hit the ground too in the dining room. I was like, no. Please tell me I didn't break it. We have, this dining room table is, I don't know what you call it, like a bar style. I think that's what they used to call it. We've had it forever, but it's like a really tall table. Like it's super tall, and the chairs are like really tall too. I have really long legs. Like I wear 32s for the length of my legs. And just my toes touch the floor, barely. Oh, why am I, okay. So yeah, they're very tall. They're like bar style chairs and tables. So yeah, it had a long ways to go when it fell down. I know I should put more in, but I'm just trying to use it up because there's not very many letter P's left, and I don't want to put more in because this is the way that I like to do it. I like to feel like I'm using them all up, even though I'm not. But I like the feeling of maybe that I am. Yeah. Oh, we have the rabbits aren't eating our squash. So we do have We have a summer squash and a zucchini that is starting to grow. So that's exciting. It's always exciting to go out every day and see your garden. And we are officially up to almost 4 bags of raspberries. And I have to kind of like admit something. We have not been picking our raspberries because we've been really lazy. So like for 3 days we were like, divert your eyes, because there's so many that it's like pulling weeds. It's like you go to pull weeds, and before you know it, you're just looking at all of the weeds. You're not looking at where you're supposed to be picking the weeds. You're looking all over at all of the weeds. This is me, at least. So instead of being like, oh, I'll pick one weed at a time. Nope, that's not the way my brain works. The way my brain works is it looks around at all the other weeds, and I just, before I know it, I've given up, because it just seems too overwhelming to me. That's how it is with the raspberries. It's just overwhelming. There's just so many. But yeah, we've got about 4 bags. So that's good. Oh, my daughter. Oh, she was so sweet. She got some black currants from a farmer's market, and she lives like 20, 30 minutes away from here. And the way that she has to get here, especially the time of day that she came here, the traffic is a nightmare, absolute nightmare. But yeah, she texted me and she's like, hey mom, I made some blackcurrant jam. Do you want it? Do you want some? And I was like, sure. And I thought she was just like, you know, next time she comes over, the weekend or whatever. Nope, middle of the week. And then she was like, oh, I'm gonna get a coffee too. Do you want one? And I was like, who are you? No, I'm just kidding. She's super sweet. But yeah, so she brought me this blackcurrant jam, and I've never had blackcurrant anything to my knowledge. And she was like, yeah, I kind of don't like it because it tastes healthy. And I'm like, what? She's like, it tastes really healthy, so I figured you'd want it. Like, what makes you think that I would want something that tastes really healthy? But anyway, it was really good. She's like, yeah, I didn't put very much sugar in it. Black currants, if you haven't had them, they're very, very tart. They're a tart, what are they, berry, I guess? Yeah. And they grow kind of like grapes, the way that they are, the way that you pick them off of the stems are kind of like grapes. And you guys can see this, right? Yeah. Come on, I want to use all these. See, you guys are like, pour more in there. No, I want to use them all. But they're really tart, and I thought it was really good. I did. I thought they were really good. And my husband and I had oatmeal with coconut yogurt and just a spoonful of the blackcurrant jam over the top for breakfast. It was really good. Because she said she didn't put that much sugar in it, so and it doesn't taste like it because it's pretty tart, so, but it's really good. It's really good. My son liked it. My husband likes it. Yeah, I don't know. She just must not like, she just doesn't like black currants, and that's fine. But yeah, that was nice. That happened too. I forgot about that. That was after July 4th that she came by and did that. And there was nothing going on. Like, I was like, what's going on? Like, is she going to tell me something? Like, what's going on? Because it was the middle of the week, in the middle of the day. She had the day off. But I was like, what is, like, this isn't normal. What does she have to tell me? Nothing. She just wanted to bring me a coffee and some jam. She was so sweet. And I had this, I had bought her and my son keychains And basically it was like, you know, I'll be here for you forever, and, you know, believe in yourself. Don't ever forget who you are, that type of thing. And it had her initial on it. And so I had that, and I was like, oh, I better give it to her now while she's here. So that was nice. Oh, I've got 2 left. They're hiding. See, I like getting rid of all of, oop, and there's no more because it's on the, okay, I'm gonna peel it back. We're gonna pretend that I'm not going into the next area, even though I am. Don't tell anybody. Okay, I'm gonna do one more question and then we'll end it for today. How about that? Because I feel like it's been a long time and I don't want you guys to get too bored. So I'm having a good time though. Okay. Ooh, this, oh man, this is kind of a, oh, this is scary. If you could use a voodoo doll to hurt anyone you choose, would you? My answer is absolutely not. No, I would not do that. First of all, I don't even believe in that, but no, I would absolutely not do that. That's an evil question. Jeez. This book's really cool though. It has like all these just crazy questions, normal questions, so it's fun. If you guys are curious on what it's called The Book of Questions. So yeah, anyway. All right, yoo-hoos. Thank you for coming and sitting and listening to me ramble, and I hope you guys had something to work on that was really fun, and you just maybe listened to me in the background or just watched the video and drank some coffee or something. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I would so appreciate it, and comment down below on the questions and your animals and all that kind of stuff. All right, friends, take care. Bye-bye.